Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devi Saraswati Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayit. Nashtabrayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Muttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Nashtaki. Vindraj Srimad Bhagavatam Ki. So we're reading Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd Canto, 28th chapter, titled as Kapila Dev's instruction to Mata Devhuti about devotional service. Kapila Dev is instructing to Mata Devhuti about how to perform devotional service. While performing the devotional service, Bhakti Yoga, one should be very tolerant, very truthful, practicing non-violence, ahimsa, abstaining from stealing, ahimsa satyam asteyam yatha artha parigraha, possessing brahmacharya, tapaha, saucham, adhyayam, tapa means austerity, saucham means cleanliness, adhyaya one should study Vedic literature, and purusharchanam, do deity worship at the same time, and one should uh, keep silence, maunam sad asana jaya, not to speak unnecessarily, practice different yoga postures, exercises, breathing control, pranayam, avoiding unnecessary sense gratification, pratyahara. So, all these are required for progressing in spiritual path. Further, Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti that how one can increase one's focus in the devotional service by practicing breathing exercises, breathing techniques. So, in the sixth shloka, as previously Kapila Dev instructs, Swadhishyanam ekadesha manasa prana dharanam वैकुंठ लीला abhidhyanam samadham tatha atmanam. So one should fix the vital air and mind upon Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna and his pastimes. In this way one can control mind. Then further Kapila Dev is explaining to Mata Devhuti that one's sitting posture has to be very perfect while doing devotional service. One should sit in a cross-legged position, Padmasana, and then try to focus the mind upon Lord Krishna. Now, after having sitting the Padmasana posture, how to do breathing techniques, that is mentioned here in this shloka, number 9. Pranasya shodhayan margam pura kumbhaka rechake pratikulena vachittam yatha sthiram achalam. Kapila is saying the yogi should clear the passage of vital air by breathing in following manner. First, one should inhale very deeply, then hold the breath in and finally exhale. Or reversing the process, yogi can first exhale, then hold the breath outside and finally inhale. This is done so that the mind may become steady and free from external disturbances. So here in this shloka, Kapila is explaining the process of breathing exercise. So first is one should inhale, hold and exhale, or in this reverse manner, exhale, hold, inhale. So this is the pranayam process. So Srila Prabhupada is explaining this further. These breathing exercises are performed to control the mind and fix upon the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo. So the purpose of all these breathing exercises is mentioned by Srila Prabhupada here is to focus the mind, to try to understand how one can concentrate upon Supreme Personality of Godhead. The devotee Amrish Maharaj fixed his mind on the lotus feet of Krishna 24 hours a day. The process of Krishna consciousness is to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and to hear the sound attentively so that the mind is fixed upon transcendental vibration of Krishna's name. Yeah. So, if one does this, then his mind is fixed upon, which is not different from Krishna himself. The Krishna's name, form, quality, pastimes are same as Krishna. The real purpose of controlling the mind by prescribed method of clearing the passage of life air is achieved immediately if one fixes his mind directly on the lotus feet of Krishna. So, if one fixes his mind upon the lotus feet of Krishna, then uh, the purpose of breathing exercise is achieved. The Hatha Yoga system or breathing system is especially recommended for those who are absorbed in the bodily exercise existence. But one who can perform simple process of chanting Hare Krishna mantra can fix mind easily. So the purpose of breathing exercise pranayam, inhale, hold, exhale, is that slowly the mind is cleared, and as the mind becomes clear, then one can focus upon Supreme Personality of Godhead. But if one is 24 by 7 engaged in service of Krishna and chanting Hare Krishna mantra, then the purpose of breathing exercise is already achieved. Now, these breathing activities are recommended for clearing the passage of breath, and the steps are Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rechaka. So, what are the three steps? Puraka means inhaling the breath, then Kumbhaka is sustaining or holding it, and Rechaka is exhaling the air. Right? Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rechaka. This recommended process can also be performed in the reverse order. So, Rechaka, then Puraka, and Kumbhaka. Rechaka, Kumbhaka, and Puraka. These are the three steps. Okay. So after exhaling, one can keep the air outside for some time and then inhale. The nerves through which the inhalation and exhalation are conducted are technically called Ega and Pingala. Ega and Pingala are the nerves which are controlling the breathing exercises. The ultimate purpose of clearing the Ida and Pingala passage is to divert the mind from material enjoyment. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, one's mind is his enemy and one's mind is his friend. So our mind is constantly engaged in sense enjoyment. It needs engagement. So if the mind is engaged in sense enjoyment, then it becomes your disturbance, cause of disturbance in your life. But if the same mind is fixed upon one point, which is serving Krishna or remembering Krishna, then the mind becomes your friend because it's at one point. If we divert our mind to the thoughts of material enjoyment, then our mind becomes our enemy. And if we concentrate upon our mind on the lotus feet of Krishna, then our mind is our friend. So our mind should be focused on Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. By the yoga system of Puraka, Kumbhaka, and Rechaka, or by directly fixing the mind on the sound vibration of Krishna or on the form of Krishna, the same purpose is achieved. In Bhagavad Gita, it is said that one must practice the breathing exercise, Abhyasa Yoga Yukte. Now, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita that when Arjuna asked Lord Krishna, my mind is very disturbed, I cannot control my mind. And Lord Krishna says it is possible through Abhyasa Yoga Yuktena, by suitable practice. By virtue of the process of control, mind cannot wander to the thoughts, Chetasa Nanyagamina. Thus, one can fix his mind constantly on the Supreme Personality of Godhead and can attain Him. Practicing yoga system of exercise and breath control is very difficult in the present age of Kali Yoga. And therefore, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended Kirtaniya Sadahari. One should always chant the holy name of Shri Krishna because Krishna is the most suitable name of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The name Krishna and Supreme Person are not different. Therefore, If one concentrates his mind on hearing and chanting Hare Krishna mantra, the same result is achieved of breathing exercise. So what we can see here in this shloka is that uh, breathing exercises were recommended in the previous ages like Puraka, Kumbhaka, Rechaka, inhaling, holding, exhaling. And the objective of this breathing exercises was to clear the mind, make the mind steady, make the mind undisturbed, and focus on the higher spiritual goals. And when we control this mind, you are able to fix your mind upon Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Krishna. So, ultimate purpose of breathing exercise is to free the mind from material distractions and fix upon Krishna. Alternatively, if one cannot practice this breathing exercises, then chanting is the best way in Kali Yuga. Chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, which is suitable for the present age of Kali Yuga. So the purpose of all this yoga system is to control the mind and fix upon Krishna. But the same mind, if it is engaged in devotional service, it is automatically fixed upon Krishna. But if the mind is engaged in sense enjoyment, then the same mind becomes our enemy. So we should constantly focus mind upon Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is very important. So with that, we'll pause here. We'll continue our study of Srimad Bhagavatam tomorrow. Vendraj Srimad Bhagavatam. Prabhupada.